My God, my God. Hey, look, so check me out. So I go on my YouTube channel, right? And I see that the video is almost like, what, 1,000 views and almost like 75 likes. That's fucking crazy, all right? That is fucking crazy. And I got something to say about that right quick. What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Hesy back on another video. You saw that little edit. You see this little music in the background, something new. But basically what we're gonna do is the top 5 DPS powers. I'm gonna make 2 different separate videos because it's 2 different sets of DPSs that want to watch these videos. I got my might and I got my precision. So with that being said, this video get 100 likes within under 24 hours. I'm gonna instantly start working on the next video. It don't matter what the hell I'm doing. I could be playing a game. Alright? I see this big get 100 likes, we on into the next video. That's how I'm gonna start working this bitch. That's how I'm gonna start getting these videos out. Cause we gotta drop that heat. We gotta drop that heat. So look, this is what we're finna do. Let's get into this top 5 might powers, and precision is up next. Intro coming loud as hell, and let's get into this shit.
Diamonds kissing, baby, how about the cool? That get shot to keep a strap in shoe. Dumb and dumber on the Molly, no rule. Shot to giving it, it's coming, oh cool.
Yes, sir. It's your boy Hesy with the top 5. Now look, when I do these top 5s, before we get into this video, before we get into the top 5 powers, let's talk about what I'm about to do. So we're gonna do this top 5 might, we're gonna do this top 5 precision. Now, if you want this top 5 thing to keep going on, I could do top 5 powers for tank, troll, healer, but that's only if I see this video hit the 200 likes. I'm gonna give y'all niggas a solid week. Y'all have a solid week after this video is up to get 200 likes, and I will consider doing the top 5 tank. I'm not even gonna consider. If y'all get this bitch to 200 likes in under a week, y'all have y'all top 5 tanks, trolls, and healer powers. All right, I'm gonna actually get that video out for y'all. It's more content y'all like to see it. I'm gonna drink that bitch up just like I do these. All right. So boom, look, we got Earth on the list. Earth, I'm not putting none of these things in order or none of that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and break down what I think puts Earth on the top 5 list of best DPS powers on the server right now. So if you put every power next to each other and you just throw with no artifacts in, Earth will definitely be on this list just because the jackhammer has this 360 rotation and because it's melee. You have Crystal in your loadout doing them hard ass hits. Crystal always hits hard. It bases off of your might. So you basically have a Crystal loadout with jackhammer. Jackhammer increases up to 10k each time. Now, do not look at this gameplay as an example. This gameplay is very old. You can tell by the CR. This wasn't even when artifacts was out. But if you matched up your Earth loadout with maybe a Scrap of the Soul Cloak, transformation card, and let's just say Eye of Gemini, the main 3 melee rotation artifacts, this will be your best. You know what I'm saying? Earth is up there because of the 360 jackhammer does. If you position yourself correctly, you'll be able to hit every ad in that location. Now, when you look at your numbers, you want to compare your numbers to a power like, not a power, but you want to compare them to like Rage, or you want to compare them to a precision DPS. Precision DPS. Now, precision is the best thing you can get on the server. That's the best source of damage. But so if you can go a power, you can compare your damage to precision DPS, that is good. If your power can keep up with a precision, you know you have a beast of a power. Now, Earth is able to do that just because of the rotation, all right? Powers like Rage, you know what I'm saying? When they do a restorating chain, it only hits one target. 360, Earth has it going on all day. And you also have that continuous damage of your Crystal. Now, you can also give it power while you're doing so, but Earth it's a beast of a power. Now, would I recommend you using this for elite? No, I would not recommend this. Elite would be a whole different situation because you need to range the targets. Now, Earth's range damage is not as beautiful as the melee damage, so that's why it lacks. Some of these powers lack because they need to be good in both, just like nature is. Nature is good in both. And speaking of nature, all right, so nature is a different type of power just because of the dots. All right, now with nature, you have to set up dots to get your real damage. It's not like you just pressing 1, 2, 3 and then boom. You have to set up these dots. You got to make sure these dots are rolling the whole time to get your best damage. Now, when you get your dots rolling, that's decent damage. Now, when it goes overboard, it gets OD. It gets overkilled when you do this, all right? So when you go into throwing into a wolf form is a supercharger that buffs your damage and gives you a different set of moves to use on the ads. Now, I like this a lot because it increases the damage. You can just keep going in and out of wolf form and it keeps buffing your damage for at least 13 seconds. I love nature. I did a video on it a couple weeks back. You should go check it out. If you do, go drop a like on it. Hope you enjoy it. Now, with nature being as strong as it is, it doesn't matter where you at, it's still gonna shine, unlike Earth. Now, Earth, you only can really use it for melee. If you go range, you will see a lack in damage for Earth. But if you go range for nature, oh, best believe you're not seeing a damn thing get dropped. Now, you have wolf form for melee, and you also have gorilla for range. Now, range with heat blast, heat wave, heat vision, that's what it's called. Heat vision is a deadly combo, all right? As long as these ads can stay alive, if you can get a certain set of ads, hold up, let me say this right here. Nature is good as fucking elite. Now, if you can get a set of ads that can stay alive a lot, like if they have a longevity to live, nature is gonna fucking shine over any other power. I don't care what you guys are saying. All right, you set these dots up and they're gonna keep rolling off. The dots itself rolling off on multiple ads is gonna be enough to keep up with maybe a fucking celestial DPS. I could be capping, but I'm not capping. And then you just overkill it. You just overdo it when you throw in that wolf form and that gorilla form. Gorilla form for single target, wolf form for melee. You have the best of both worlds with nature. You don't have to worry about anything. If I put them in a list from these two powers right now, I'm putting Earth at number 1, and I'm going ahead and go and throw Earth at number 2. Just because you cannot compete with a nature DPS as Earth. If you go on elite, yeah, we could just melee these ads. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Wolf form is going to keep up. You know why? In elite, the ads live longer. That's more damage for you. That's more damage spreading. You know what I'm saying? Nature is a fucking demon. You go into the first boss of elite, boom, you gotta go, yo, weak ass, you know what I'm saying, throwing upheavals. With nature, no, hell no, buddy. Let's reset them dots and let's go into a different form. We're going into gorilla and we're about to knock this bitch down. Nature can actually keep up precision. If not keep up with precision, it will whoop a precision DPS ass if he not on his toes. All right, you gotta believe it. Nature is fucking strong. Now in these next few powers, I don't want y'all to think it's gonna keep up with nature, because nature is good overall. If you want a power that's good everywhere, nature is the one. On to the next. Now, I didn't say the cons as I'm rewatching the video, so let me get to the cons of nature. So if you are just DPS in a set of ads, if you do not move on to the next set, those ads will fall off. Once the ad dies, those dots are gone. So you have to reset them up, repop another supercharge, and you have to do that on each set of ads. Now that's possible to keep doing it, but that can make you lose a lot of damage, maybe at least 50k to 100k damage within seconds. While you set up your dots, a Herb DPS is smacking that shit with Jackhammer. A Rage DPS, what we're going to talk about right now, is going to delete that shit. Shout out to Deep Oblivion. This was a DPS comp I did a couple months ago, and this one is fire. Now, let's get into Rage. Now, I don't want to have to shit on Rage, but I will have to do it anyway. Now, Rage is good for many of fucking reasons, and one of them is because of Berserk. Berserk is one hell of a supercharge. It comes with fucking white sockets that you could put in your gear. It comes with artifacts that you could actually use for your power that actually benefits your power a lot. This, with Rage, it comes with a lot of shit that just other powers don't get. You know, the white mods are just blessed for the right ones with Rage. The fucking scrap of the soul cloak, it looked like it was fucking meant for powers like Rage. Now, Berserk has a 6-second cooldown when you have everything added in. Now, this 6-second cooldown can shit on a lot of powers. Now, the nature cooldown for their supercharge is instant. It's an instant cooldown, but you don't want to keep using it because with nature, you get a 13-second buff while you're in it. So, while you get that 13-second buff for your nature, you know, so you get 1 proc of Eye of Gemini, you get 2 procs of Eye of Gemini, and 2 different supercharges with Berserk. That's already more damage than nature and Earth put together. Okay, now let's put this into a factor too. All right, let's say we trying to do a raid. We get an Earth DPS or raid. Earth DPS or raid DPS and a nature DPS, and we just want to melee the whole raid. Okay, Rage will be the safest bet because they have Rage Crash. Rage Crash is something that lets you self-heal from getting inflicted by damage. Now let's just say this boss dishes out fucking 80k hits to all 3 of us. Rage is going to be the one to at least eat some of that damage. It's going to heal some of that damage back just because Rage has its own implement self-healing. Earth and nature, them niggas are getting hit and the healer has to heal them boys back up. Rage is the safest power to use in melee range just because of Rage Crash. Berserk tops it off just because it hits hard and you can pop a lot of them with the white sockets. And when you compare these 3 powers to each of them, Rage will be the safest bet for melee. It is a demon. It comes in contact with anybody. It is going to fry that shit. Okay? That's only in regular content. Now, this is where it gets tricky, okay? It's just like Earth. It lacks single target damage. It lacks a range loadout. If you go into Elite, you will have to switch your loadout with range. And the range loadout for Rage is not good at all. It's not good at all. I'm pretty sure if you was a fucking atomic DPS at range, you could probably out DPS a Rage DPS. Okay? Rage range is not the wave. What you want to stick to is meleeing. So if you try to go on Elite with Rage, it is a no-no. You are not meleeing the targets unless you had a precision side. Okay, And that's what really lacks with Rage. If you do not have a range specific side that does hell of a damage, which Rage does not, you're gonna lose. And that's the only con of Rage. Everything else, that shit is a demon. I'm about to turn a lot of people's head when I talk about gadgets, okay? So gadgets is one hell of a power. Okay, now that I'm saying this power will make it on the top 5 list for precision. And it'll make it on the top 5 for controllers if I do one. But this, for my side, is a fucking beast. Now, I'm not going to say as good as Rage. I'm not going to say as good as Nature. I'm not going to say as good as Earth. But it's its own class of hot. You know what I'm saying? This power right here it's a hard-hitting power. Now, I'll say it takes more skill to use. Okay? Now, if you wanted a power that awards the player for being good, you know how it brings back that old DC feeling of jump canceling. So that's why it really made it on this list, because of that old feeling and because you need to know what you're doing. Gadgets is capable of doing a lot of fucking damage if it is not glitch. Now, people don't really know this, but if you go gadgets and you use the same loadout I'm using, you have 2 different things, and you have to go into stealth to go into your second loadout. Now, when going into stealth on console only, it will sometimes glitch out where you won't be able to, you know what I'm saying? You won't be able to use your powers, or sometimes you're just stuck in the animation of just going invisible. You feel me? The move will just, sometimes it will go on, it won't even go on cooldown, and it will say it's like ready to be able to use, and you'll be like, oh, it's fucking up your rotation, okay? So you gotta realize with gadgets, it awards a skilled player, but this is mainly a power if you are on a PC. If you're on PC, this power will gladly help you. As you can see, if you watch the gameplay closely, it sometimes glitches out for me. It won't even bring me into stealth. It's because when you're on console, it does not. The game can't keep up with you clipping this many powers at once. Okay. Now, I would say the melee loadout for gadgets is pretty fucking strong. It can do the same thing as range. It has a range loadout and it's pretty fucking strong. Now, these loadouts, you have to be quick on your fingers. I do not suggest you going gadgets if you like to get high and play the game, or if you like to get drunk. This is a high skilled power, and it takes a high skilled player to bring it off. Now, all I have to say about this, if I rank this power, I would probably rank it at number 4, just because of the stealth. And with stealth glitches, the only way you could get it to shit to fix is if you die. You only could die, or that's basically it. You have to die and to get it to refix, and that's the only way you can do it. Okay, gadgets is a hell of a power. It's gonna rank number 4 on the list automatically. It's good for regular content and elite. It has a range and a perfect melee loadout. It's good overall, but the only downfall about gadgets is that it glitches when you go into stealth. That's the only reason. No cap, I was finna change the music, but I didn't want to get a fucking copyright strike, so here we go with the same music on the same video, all right? But look, Hard Light is the last power on this list, and I have to say, there's not really much to say Hard Light. Hard Light is basically like a Nature. It's good all around. You know what I'm saying? Good ass melee, good mid range, and it has a hell of a good fucking range. Hard Light shines in every category, and matter of fact, I think I might just go Hard Light. So y'all look out for some Hard Light videos, because I might go Hard Light. But hope y'all boys enjoyed. I'm not really about to end the video right here, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have your own opinions on your powers, go ahead and comment down below. I'll be gladly to see what you guys have to say. Shouts out to this guy for his gameplay. I couldn't find any Hard Light gameplay, so this is what I have. Sorry I couldn't really talk much more into Hard Light, but it's really good overall. It doesn't have any flaws of what I know of. It's good any way you bring it. Besides it being, it can't keep up with rage and melee damage. It lacks supercharge to be popped. But overall, Hard Light is a hell of a power, and I'm just have to always say that. Hard Light is my favorite power. It ranks top 3. My favorite top 3 powers will go Hard Light, Rage, and Gadgets. That's my top 3. But let me get into the ranking of these powers, okay? So if I rank them from 1 through 5, I have to rank Nature will be number 1, Rage will be 2nd. Coming in 3rd, it will have to be Earth. 4th will be Gadgets. Oh no, I'm fucking this all up. So Rage, I'm trying not to cut the video many times. So what we're gonna do is, all right, Nature is number 1, Rage is 2nd, okay? Then you have Hard Light coming in because it's good overall. We're gonna go ahead and throw Earth 4th, just because it's not fucking with Hard Light, especially when it comes to single targets. Because you gotta look at these powers, it's good, effective overall. If you bring these powers into regular, it'll be even. You know what I'm saying? It'll be even. You bring it to elite. If you bring these things into elite, it'll be a different category, a different list. So you have to go with nature, rage, then you go to hard light, with earth, then gadgets. Gadgets is last just because it glitches out and you can lose a lot of damage. You either have to get out of combat or you have to die to get your stealth fixed. So we're gonna put that one at the bottom of the list. Now guys, I hope you boys enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all fuck up that like button. Don't just slap it. Fuck that like button up and let's get into the next videos, all right? I'm coming out with heat. I'm not playing no more. The cold weather is my weather and I'm about to get up to this. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, man. Y'all fucking sign out this video, man. Like this bitch and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.